Hey, it's John from Gaming Lore Vault. At the Vault, we explore the lore and stories behind our favorite video games. Today's topic, the Flood from the Halo franchise. Welcome to the dark and twisted world of Halo, where ancient civilizations clash, and a terrifying parasitic force known as the Flood threatens all sentient life. Today we dive deep into the origins, evolution, and the catastrophic impact of the Flood. Buckle up as we unveil the lore of one of the most fearsome enemies in the Halo universe. Our story begins with the Precursors, an ancient and advanced race responsible for creating the Forerunners. The Forerunners were bred to bear the mantle of responsibility after the Precursors, but the Precursors ultimately chose to pass the mantle of responsibility onto prehistoric humanity. The Precursors' decision to pass the mantle of responsibility to prehistoric humanity instead of the Forerunners led to a war between the Precursors and the Forerunners. As the Forerunner-Precursor war drew to a close, the few remaining Precursors were pushed beyond the edges of the galaxy to Path Corona. The Path Corona is a small galaxy located about 160,000 light-years from the Milky Way that was believed by some Forerunners to be the source of the Flood. Some Precursors spared by the Forerunners rendered themselves into molecular dust, capable of regenerating into their past forms under proper conditions. However, over time this dust became corrupted, causing horrific disease and mutation. Driven insane by the rebellion of their creations, the Precursors embraced this corruption and essentially transformed themselves into the Flood. They sent several ships containing this corrupted powder or dust to the Forerunner-controlled planets, setting the stage for a galactic catastrophe.
If you will not hear the truth, then I will show it to you.
The Flood is a highly adaptable, dangerous, and infectious parasitic life form. It was first encountered in the Milky Way galaxy by the ancient human empire around 10,000 years before the Forerunner Flood War. The earliest known instance of the Flood came in the form of this fine powder found aboard an ancient, crashed starship. This powder, which was essentially the desiccated remains of the Precursors, showed potential psychotropic effects on lower animals but was harmless to humans and the San Shyam. The primary animals affected by the powder were the Peru, which are lively and gentle popular pets. Initially, the powder improved their behavior and increased fertility, leading humans and the San Shyam to breed and powder their pets for centuries. However, this powder soon altered the Peru's genes, causing peculiar growths and eventually turning them into carriers of the Flood. The infestation spread from the Peru to humans who unknowingly consumed the infected tissue. This marked the beginning of a devastating epidemic. The Flood mutated, evolving into a formidable threat that waged war against both the ancient human empire and the San Shyam. Unknown to the Forerunners, the human San Shyam alliance discovered a way to combat the Flood by manipulating its genetic code. They infected a third of the human population with this code, placing them in the path of the Flood. This caused the Flood to turn upon itself, leading to its near extinction. The remaining uninfected specimens fled the galaxy, lying dormant for thousands of years. In anticipation of the Flood's return, the Forerunners constructed the Halo Array. As expected, 10,000 years later, the Flood resurfaced, sparking a battle for galactic domination. With no other options left, the Forerunners activated the Halo Array, exterminating all sentient life in the galaxy and cutting off the Flood's food supply.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about
Captain,
something.
Sarge, can you hear me?
What's going on, soldier?
We've got contact, lots of them, but they're not Covenant. They're just staring through us. What the? Oh no!
Corporal,
What
do you
is
copy?
that?
Over. Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
I don't... There! Mira!
Hold still! Hold still! Let him have it! Ah!
The flood exists in two primary stages, the feral stage and the coordinated stage. During the feral stage, the flood is disorganized, using pheromone-based communication to coordinate locally. Combat and carrier forms retain the skills and memories of their hosts, but lack strategic coordination. Once a Gravemind is formed, the flood enters the coordinated stage.
I am a monument to all your sins.
The Gravemind is a fusion of flood supercells and neurosystems that exerts control over the flood forms, much like a brain controlling its limbs. This collective consciousness enables strategic thinking and organized attacks, making the flood a truly formidable force. A Gravemind's influence can cause individual flood forms to revert to a feral stage if separated, though it's believed they could fall under the control of another Gravemind if encountered. The Gravemind is a parasitic hive mind intelligence, serving as the leader of the flood. Known in ancient texts as Inferi Sententia, or Thinking Dead, the Gravemind is a compound intelligence that embodies the collective consciousness of the entire flood species. As the flood reaches the coordinated stage, the Gravemind emerges, inhabiting all flood forms. It primarily manifests in key minds, which are processing nodes made of agglomerated flood biomatter. At its peak, Graveminds can engulf entire worlds, demonstrating its immense power and reach. The Gravemind acts as the mind of the flood parasite. When a creature is assimilated into the flood, its knowledge is transferred directly to the Gravemind. Remarkably, each Gravemind retains the memories and knowledge of previous Graveminds, making it virtually omniscient. This continuity ensures that the Gravemind's consciousness will never truly die as long as some flood forms remain. The society of the flood resembles a utopian socialist ideal where there is no wealth, poverty, or crime. However, their singular goal is to consume all life in the galaxy. The flood's insidious nature and relentless drive for domination makes them one of the most terrifying threats in the Halo universe. Their origins rooted in vengeance, their evolution through ancient civilizations, and their impact on the galaxy are a testament to the horrors that lie beyond the stars. As we continue to explore the Halo universe, the legacy of the Flood remains a chilling reminder of the consequences of unchecked ambition and the fragility of life. Thanks for watching. Comment below what gaming lore you want me to cover next, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into video gaming lore.